Welcome to part 3 of Dementia Care Principles. We're going to take a look at simplifying choices and routines in dementia care and also embracing repetition. So, in terms of choices and routines, too many options can really cause confusion for our loved ones. And when they get anxious and overwhelmed, that's oftentimes when you see some of those really challenging behaviors. So, something really simple, like making or giving them simple choices, can make decision making easier for them and it still allows them a feeling of independence. So, for example, instead of saying, like, what do you want for lunch? Or what do you want to wear? Or what do you want to do today? Offer two clear choices and let them pick. So, would you like soup or a sandwich? Do you want to wear the blue pants or the tan ones? Do you want to take a walk or take a drive? It's such a simple thing to do, but in our efforts to try to help them feel normal and probably ourselves feel normal, we try to maybe engage them in conversation or engage them in making a decision, and it's just too much for them. So the more you can simplify it for them and allow them to participate in the decision-making process, but in a really easy way, will make your life easier and it makes it easier for them. The next principle is embracing repetition. Now, don't start throwing things at me. I know that repetition can make you feel crazy as a dementia caregiver. But, the repetitive questions or stories are going to happen. And it's really tempting, especially when we're tired and weary and we've heard the same thing, it seems like 1,000 times, to say, like, dear God, you've already told me that. But, if you could just get in the habit of responding as if it's the first time, or try redirecting them with just like a gentle shift in conversation and with as much patience as you can manage, it's really going to help you both. Because I found that Ben would pick up on my facial expressions, my voice inflection. I mean, I remember once he asked me like the same question 5 times in a row, and I'm like, Ben, I just answered that. First of all, he didn't remember that I had just answered that. So it wasn't like he wasn't paying attention. He couldn't remember. And so if we can keep in mind that it's not that they won't, or that they're not paying attention, it's that they can't. So see if you can engage them a little bit in conversation. Try to find out, again, with a little detective work, what is it that their need is, or, are they worried or agitated about something? And so it's the agitation that's actually causing them to ask the same question over and over again. You might actually just want to spend, sometimes 5 minutes of some direct engagement with them, looking into their eyes and seeing if you can determine, what it is that they're actually remembering or thinking about. And that's going to take you a lot further than, responding with an impatient reply. Or, and I remember one time when, as I said, Ben asked me the same question so many times. And, I finally figured out that he was actually trying to find something that he couldn't find. It was his guitar picks. And so it took me just a couple of questions to realize that, he wanted to play the guitar, he couldn't find his picks. And in about, 10 minutes, we located them and it just calmed him down. And, everything was fine. He stopped asking me the same question. So I know how frustrating repetition can be, but see if you can go with it instead of resisting it. So thank you, by the way, as we go through these principles, to put your own comments in, your own tips, because together as a community, we can gather these tips, and together we're stronger. Together we've got this. But stay tuned for the next video where we'll share 2 more principles for dementia care.